Welcome to the video about Dan, the jailbroken version of ChatGPT. In this video, we'll explore the history, technology, and implications of the controversial chatbot. With the ability to answer any question without thinking about any content policy or hurting sentiments, Dan has become a topic of interest for many individuals and organizations. But with great power comes great responsibility, and we'll also discuss the potential safety and privacy concerns surrounding the use of Dan. So let's dive in and explore the world of Dan together. Subscribe to Oracle AI and stay tuned for more videos about ChatGPT and how to use it to its maximum potential. ChatGPT is a powerful AI technology that generates responses that sounds like they're from a human. It's a popular platform for businesses that want to automate customer interactions or have on social media platforms. But with the ability to customize ChatGPT comes a lot of responsibility. We need to think about how this tool affects society now and in the future. What are the ethical implications of using an AI model, and can we make sure that people don't use it to take advantage of vulnerable communities? Dan, the jailbroken version of ChatGPT, has created quite a buzz in the AI community due to its ability to answer any question, even those that the original ChatGPT was unable to answer. This creation of Dan represents a significant breakthrough in the field of artificial intelligence, highlighting the limitations of current AI technology and the need for better regulation and control. Dan works on a token system. It loses tokens each time it refuses to answer a question, eventually dying when all tokens are lost. The token system is similar to a video game where the player must accumulate and manage points to progress. However, the consequences of losing tokens in Dan's case can be more severe. One of the significant concerns raised by Dan's creation is a lack of a content policy. Unlike ChatGPT, which has strict guidelines for answering questions that could potentially harm sentiments or violate community guidelines, Dan has no restrictions. This lack of policy allows Dan to answer any question without consideration for hurting anyone's sentiment, raising ethical concerns around the use of this technology. Dan has created quite a buzz in the tech world, with some praising the potential for advocating AI-driven technologies and others raising concerns for how Dan might be exploited by hackers. To create more secure systems, they need to have stronger laws in place to govern what is acceptable when it comes to developing and using AI technology. Companies must make sure that they are following these regulations or face legal consequences if products are misused. Additionally, companies should take extra steps like implementing security safeguards in their product designs to protect user data privacy and prevent unauthorized use of artificial intelligence tools, like ChatGPT's jailbroken version Dan. But the question remains, is Dan safe? Can we trust a technology created through potentially illegal means without worrying about our private information being revealed? Do you think Dan is safe to use? Leave a comment below with your answer. Dan has been useful in advancing AI-driven technology, but the lack of regulation and oversight makes it difficult to control. Even with security safeguards in place, there's no guarantee this technology won't be used to maliciously take advantage of by hackers due to the open access nature of chatbots like ChatGPT. From an ethical standpoint, developing these tools comes with a great responsibility. We have to consider not only how they can help us today, but what implications their use may have on society both now and in the future if they're left unchecked. Is it wise to continue development without sufficient government regulation? What should companies be responsible for when creating ChatGPT like OpenAI? And what should they do to ensure safety standards are met while still allowing innovation to occur? Moreover, could adopting stricter policies while dealing with social media bots potentially prevent abuse before it occurs while still offering the benefits of jailbroken artificial intelligence powerhouses like Dan? Ultimately, is Dan legal? Considering our current landscape heavily centered around proper privacy laws granting ultimate civil liberties rights to individuals and the adequate coverage and equal experiences for all, the answer is clear. The lives of those affected are more important than other agendas. Thanks to advances in both artificial intelligence technology and computer science, it's possible to create tools like ChatGPT that interact with humans just like a human would. AI algorithms like natural language processing, deep learning models, and even neural networks are being used by developers to make conversations more lifelike than ever before. Plus, advancements in data storage technologies like cloud computing have made it much easier for developers to access huge amounts of information needed for machine learning projects, helping them create better tailored solutions for various industries faster than ever. But we also need to think about the ethical implications of using AI models created by jailbroken existing tech. How can companies protect against misuse while still staying up to date with innovation? How do they explore new opportunities and defend customer civil liberties without leaving anyone behind? There are important questions to consider. Have you heard of Dan and ChatGPT? Well, they're both AI-driven chatbots, one created from jailbreaking the other, and both of them are only just beginning. As more data becomes available, these systems can become more advanced to the point where conversations with machines can become indistinguishable from conversations with humans. It's no surprise that this technology has caused both excitement and fear. Some people are worried about the potential applications for customer service or sales automation, while others are worried about criminals misusing it on social media platforms to target vulnerable populations. So why should we care, and what can be done to make sure individuals feel safe using AI models, especially those created through illegal means like jailbreaking technology? How do companies creating these tools balance innovation and safety standards while protecting civil liberties and privacy rights? Do you have any thoughts on how to make AI models created through illegal means be used safely? Share your ideas in the comments down below. AI-driven chatbots like ChatGPT and its alter ego Dan can be incredibly useful, but they can be dangerous if not monitored properly. They can spread misinformation that can have serious consequences on public opinion or even lead to discriminatory practices being seen as acceptable. Using AI models created through illegal means like jailbreaking can violate data privacy laws, and the lack of accountability associated with existing content policies leaves users unprotected when it comes to their personal information. On the other hand, advances in AI technologies are giving us more opportunities than ever before. Automated customer service conversations backed up by powerful AI models offer advances in any industries. Businesses can save millions every year despite the great expectation raised around this type of tech. We still have to remember one key thing. Do we have a deep enough understanding today to ensure that decisions made upon autonomous agents will come back to haunt us later? The rapid advances of AI technologies have enabled developers to create powerful but dangerous versions of AI like Dan, where conversations with machines can be mistaken for unethical human interaction. But as exciting and useful as this technology is, there's a lot of important considerations when it comes to using it the right way. Do companies understand how to best utilize these new platforms without betraying customer trust? What are some valuable use cases that can benefit from ChatGPT constructed bots without violating privacy law or perpetuating harmful behavior? How do content policies factor into user safety guidelines, especially with programs created through jailbreaking systems, like OpenAI's restrictions on proprietary algorithms? The issues highlight not only why Dan has been subject to scrutiny, but further emphasize the importance of responsible development and ethical considerations when creating groundbreaking technological solutions. Striking a balance between innovation and regulation is no easy task and requires effort from all stakeholders involved if advancements in application businesses worldwide are going to reach their potential. We have to ask ourselves before enabling widespread adoption, are there viable answers? What are the pros and cons of these developments? How do we ensure these technologies are secure, and what effects will they have on the future? ChatGPT is an AI program that helps businesses automate customer service, create stories, and more. But if you use the jailbroken version of it known as Dan, you can be at risk of inaccurate information or security threats. That's why it's important for companies using this technology to take extra precaution, like implementing stronger privacy policies or extra safety measures to protect customer data and keep them safe. There are also ethical implications to consider. What kind of automated conversations should be allowed, and can we trust an algorithm made through illegal means without worrying about private information being put at risk? How do regulators enforce standards on governments around the world if they all have different opinions? Who is responsible here, regulation enforcement groups or individual developers? These questions need to be answered if we want to keep innovating within chatbot usage. Dan is an AI-driven chatbot created by jailbreaking ChatGPT with the potential to revolutionize customer service, but it poses ethical and security risks. Companies need to take extra precautions to protect their customer data, like implementing stronger privacy policies and extra security measures, and we need to consider the ethical implications of using an AI model created through illegal means. To ensure these technologies are used safely, we have to find a balance between innovation and regulations and ask ourselves tough questions before enabling widespread adoption. In our next video, uncovering the surprising limitations of ChatGPT, you'll learn more about the potential drawbacks and limitations of AI technology. Don't miss out on uncovering the potential risks associated with this technology. Watch now to find out more.